Good evening, everyone. If you'd please stand, we'll be led in prayer by Alderwoman Stacey Gould.
Almighty God, we ask for your blessing upon the members of this council as we assemble here in this chamber to conduct the ongoing business of our city. With your guidance, we will strive to ensure that all our decisions are for the common good, and your inspiration will instill respect, compassion, and thoughtfulness in all our deliberations. Give us the strength and wisdom to lead by example as the people's representatives, and that peace and harmony will mark all our proceedings and keep us faithful to the trust placed in us by the citizens of your community. Amen.
Amen.
Alderman Delucia, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah. I entertain a motion, please, for the adoption of the minutes September 3rd and 16th. Alderwoman Gould, Pro Tem Nash. Is there discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? It's unanimous, vote is 6-0.
Petitions and communication. Letter of resignation of Gary Schnipp from the Norwich Baseball Stadium Authority.
Motion, please, to accept the communications. Alderwoman Gould, Pro Tem Nash. Is there discussion? Seeing none, let the record show that we thank Mr. Schnipp for his many, many years of dedication and service on the Baseball Stadium Authority. He has been with that organization from its inception. All those in favor? Unanimous vote is 6-0.
Number 2, letter of resignation from Peter Barber from the Norwich Harbor Management Commission.
Motion, please. Pro Tem Nash, Alderwoman Gould, is there discussion? Yes, Alderman DeLucia.
I would just like to thank Pete for the time that he was on the Harbor Management Commission. He brought a number of issues to light and gave us a really good perspective, and I will miss having him on that commission.
Thank you. Is there further comment? Seeing none, all those in favor? Unanimous vote is 6-0. City Manager's report, please.
Thank you. This is the City Manager's report for October 7th, 2019. I attended the Kerma meeting and the monthly CCOG, Parking Commission, and Harbor Management meetings. I also attended the State of the City address and the One City Forum meeting. The city's Community Development Office has been awarded a $2.9 million in federal grant funding from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to continue its efforts to remove lead paint hazards for low to moderate income housing for approximately 110 housing units. This funding will ensure access to safe, quality housing. Interested homeowners, including landlords, should contact the Community Development Office for additional information on the program. Disability Awareness Week is being held this week, October 7th through 11th. The free event has been posted on the city's Facebook page. Key employees from Human Resources, Human Services, City Clerk, Police, Fire, Public Works, and NPU will be featured at the Municipal Roundtable event on an ADA relevance on October 10th at the Senior Center. Disability Awareness Week is sponsored by the Norwich Commission for Persons with Disabilities with the support of the city's Human Resource Director, Mayor's Office, Norwich Public Utilities, Otis Library, and the Rose City Senior Center. Congratulations to the city's Recreation Director, Cheryl Hanson-Preston, who has been selected as the 2019 Outstanding Professional Award winner for the Connecticut Parks Recreation and Parks Association. She will be honored at a luncheon on Tuesday, November 26th at the Mohegan Sun Convention Center. The City of Norwich Heart Walk team contributed $1,120 to the American Heart Association for the annual walk held at the Mohegan Sun on September 30th. Over $280,000 has been raised in Eastern Connecticut. Thank you to those that donated or participated in this event. City Clerk Betsy Barrett, Executive Assistant Jackie Barbarossa, and Executive Secretary to the Mayor Bonnie Kuprek led a group of 20 individuals on the Golden Clock Tour on Friday, October 4th, as part of the 29th annual Walktober. Norwich has several walks planned through the end of October, which are listed on the city's Facebook site. The Norwich Planning and Zoning staff will have a community conversation on Wednesday, October 16th at Foundry 66 from 6 to 7:30. The staff is looking for community input for future zoning map and text amendments for the city. The event is free and open to the public. I have attached the treasurer's report from Michael Galtieri for quarter and fiscal year ending June 30th, 2019 for your review. Please note that the acquisition of Berkshire Bank of the Savings Institute took place in May of 2019. There's also a resolution before you this evening that reflects this. And that concludes my report for this evening.
Thank you. Other questions of the city manager? Alderman DeLucia.
Actually, Mr. Mayor, my question is not for the city manager, it's actually for the treasurer. If Mr. Gualtieri could come to the podium, please.
Certainly.
Thank you. Hi, Mike, thanks for being here.
You bet.
I just have one quick question. The little red indicator under the city's balanced total capital, 74.646%. I wonder why that's flagged as red, what the significance of that is.
According to state statute, our deposits cannot exceed 75% of the bank's capital. So we're right at about 75% of the capital of Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank. So I monitor that to ensure that we don't go over the state statute limit.
Okay, so that's just a...
It's a flag to,
Thank you.
to
All right.
advise you of that.
So there's not an action that needs to be taken behind
No,
that?
other than me monitoring.
Right.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You're welcome. There are other questions of the city manager? Seeing none. Thank you, John.
You're welcome.
Citizen comment on resolutions, on the resolution.
I declare citizen comment on the resolution open. Anyone wishing to comment on this, you have 3 minutes. Please identify yourself with your name and address. Speak clearly into the microphone. Anyone wishing to comment on the resolution? Anyone like to comment on this resolution? Third time, anyone wishing to comment on this resolution? Seeing none, I declare that closed. Thank you.
Resolution 1, relative to the replacement of the Savings Institute with Berkshire Bank on the approved list of banks and trust companies into which the city treasury may deposit funds.
A motion, please, to bring the resolutions forward. Alderwoman Gould, second Pro Tem Nash. Is there discussion? Yes, Alderman DeLucia.
So I'm looking at the list of banks, and many of them are here in our community or have at least have branches in our community. And I know that in a lot of cases, these institutions do a lot for the city. They fund programs and different grants. But when we researched the city's website, we only saw a list for local partners under Norwich Human Services. So I guess I wonder if is there anywhere else on the city's website that local partnerships with institutions like some of these banks are listed and given recognition?
Mr. City Manager.
I don't have an answer for that. I'll get back to you on that.
Okay. I just think that if, many of these institutions are partnering with the city in different ways, that maybe a website would be a great place to celebrate that and acknowledge that.
Thank you. Are there further questions? Seeing none, all those in favor of the resolution? It's unanimous. The vote is 6-0.
I hereby move pursuant to Connecticut General Statute, Section 1-200, subsection 6, that the members of the Norwich City Council go into an executive session for the purpose of discussing the acquisition or disposition of real estate or interest in real estate when publicly regarding the site, purchase, or construction would adversely impact the price of the same, to review engineering or feasibility estimates and evaluations made for the city, and to review commercial or financial information given in confidence not required by statute. City Manager John Salamone, Finance Director Josh Pothier, Planning Director Deanna Rhodes, Robert Mills, President of Norwich Community Development Corporation, and Corporation Counsel Michael Driscoll shall be asked to participate during all or portions of this executive session at the request of the City Council. I hereby further move pursuant to Connecticut General Statute, Section 1-200, subsection 6, that the members of the Norwich City Council continue in executive session for the purpose of discussing strategy and negotiation with respect to pending claims and litigation. City Manager John Salamone, Finance Director Josh Pothier, and Corporation Counsel Michael Driscoll shall be asked to participate during all or portions of this executive session at the request of the City Council.
Thank you. Is there a second? Pro Tem Nash. All those in favor? Thank you. Room 319, please. The vote is 6-0.